Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent this next product in exchange for an honest review, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I love my Oculus 3. I actually play it a lot. I do a lot of exercise games. I do a lot of adventure games on it. But the one thing that I'm not all that crazy about is the battery life. I can only go for about 2.5 hours, depending upon what I'm doing, before the battery is pretty much drained and I just have to stop. And sometimes I just want to keep going because it's the only time I have to play on the whole week is in a big 3 or 4 hour block on the weekend. So that's where this next product comes in. This is the ANNAPRO battery headset. Not only does it give you an extra battery to go ahead and play with your Oculus for longer, but it also makes the default strap, which is really nothing more than some fabric and Velcro, much more comfortable. That's the amazing part. The battery is kind of built in right here, and then the actual headset itself holds itself much more securely, much more balanced, so the whole thing is just more comfortable and you can actually move around and do more things with it. So here's a default head strap. This is actually fairly comfortable for a default head strap. It's definitely one of the better head straps that Oculus or Meta has had in the past, but it's still not perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take it off, and the way to take it off is these things just kind of pop right off, just like that. Pop just like that. I'm going to take this strap out of here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on the ANNAPRO battery headset. Assembly is really easy. All you do is snap in this little black piece so that the strap piece is actually at the top. And you know it's the top because you'll have the two holes to go ahead and kind of line up how it fits with your Oculus. You'll go ahead and click this onto each of the Oculus arms. There we go. And the other side here, same thing. Once the arms are clicked on, you're going to take off the face piece and you're going to use this kind of a black padded thing, and you're going to put one strap here and the other strap on the back. Last but not least, you're going to go ahead and plug it into the power port right here on the Oculus. When you do that, this whole battery back here, this whole thing is a battery. The power from this battery is now plugged into and charging the Oculus's battery on the inside. So it's kind of an active charge while you're using it. And yes, you can go ahead and see how strong the battery is. Just press that little button right there. I don't know if you can see that. You see 3 little LEDs. It goes up to 4 LEDs. And by the way, you can charge this up as well. This is that little port there. What you do is you take your Oculus off, you just put your charging port into that, and you're going to charge this battery up separately from the Oculus. Or you can go ahead and charge the Oculus up and then charge the battery up. Whatever you want to do. Once it's charged, it's there and it's ready to go. You can kind of move this cord around a little bit. You've got some play here. The whole thing just charges and works well. I'm going to put the face piece back on, and we're going to talk about comfort. Now, a couple things here. This is actually much more comfortable than that silly strap. Remember, you had this before. Now you've got this padding here, and the padding is nice and thick. I mean, it's a good, probably 1/4 inch of padding there across the top of the head. You also have this base plate, and it's kind of weird, but here, I'll kind of show you. It sits on the back of your head, and it kind of just holds in the back of your head nice and comfortably. It's like a bowl in the back of your head almost. It's actually fairly comfortable, and it kind of holds it securely as opposed to just a little strap that goes along the back like a headband. Now, there is sizing as well. You see this knob? As you turn this knob, it closes up the head strap. So this actually controls the sizing. You can see it getting, there you go. You can see there's much more space here. This opens it up nice and big, and this closes it down nice and tight. So you can have multiple people using this thing without having to worry about the bigger heads stretching out the elastic of this little crappy strap. I'm going to put it on. Let's see here, I'll open it up a little more here. There we go. And you can see back of the head, real nice and secure. I've got my padding here. By the way, this Velcro can come off, and I can kind of adjust it as well. So if it's too high on the head maybe, or too low on the head, I can kind of pull it and just kind of snap it back in there, and there we go. Same thing here. Actually, I have a little bit of adjustment here if I want to do it as well. But you'll see, I no longer have a line of elastic. I have this great big padded thing on my head. It's just very, very nice. It's nice, it's comfortable, you can move around with it. It's real easy to kind of pull off and kind of open up like this. My glasses are going to get stuck. Okay, you can kind of do this with it. It's just a nice, great, comfortable headset. And it's weighted. This is a battery. It has some weight to it. This is your controls. It has some weight to it. It is now much more balanced than it was before. Whereas with the Oculus 3, it normally kind of pulls your head down a little bit. Because this thing has a battery in the back, the whole thing is just a little more balanced. It's much more comfortable. The other cool thing about this is it does come in multiple colors. This is the white color. It comes pretty close to matching the Oculus. I believe there's also a blue and an orange right now. I'm not sure how long those colors will be there. Whatever color you want. I like the things like this. I like the white, and it looks like it was just kind of built for it. I've been using this battery head strap for about a week or so, and I love it. It is much more comfortable than the old Oculus one that comes with it. It is adjustable. I can now switch between me and my son and my daughter. We can all play this, and we can switch between much more easily than before. Before we were kind of adjusting the back and forth, the little straps, and kind of playing with the Velcro all the time. This is just more comfortable. It allows you to play a lot longer, and it's a quality piece of equipment. It's a quality accessory for your Oculus 3. Comes in multiple colors. I can't recommend this enough. Highly recommended.